This is our bedroom. So since we're both over 5'9", we needed to have a lengthwise bed instead of going side to side. And this is a full-size mattress. We decided not to do a queen even though it could fit, because we would have had to like chop the bottom off a little bit to make it fit properly in the space, and it was just a lot easier to have a full. That also means that we have a little bit, we call them the gutters, on the side here of storage space. So we have these little like organizers on each side where we can store books and batteries and, you know, whatever you really want, as well as we would stuff things here that we took out for this video, like, you know, laundry and stuff like that. And this is where our clothing storage is. So we each have one for our clothes. So this is all of my clothes. You can see they're kind of labeled, you know, t-shirts, you know, pajamas, things like that, because they all look the same. And then this is Austin's side. We have slightly different styles of storage, but ultimately having everything in a packing cube instead of just kind of willy-nilly piled up in here keeps it from all falling out when we open the doors. And in the case that we leave the doors open when we're driving on accident, it's really easy to stuff, you know, 6 different packing cubes back in instead of 100 pieces of clothing. So we're really happy with this for our clothing storage. This bed was originally a 5-inch mattress that we bought because we thought that would be perfect height for sitting on here. As you can see, I'm kind of touching my head on the ceiling because the 5-inch mattress was way too uncomfortable. We actually ended up buying a 3-inch mattress topper, which has made it way more comfortable, but ultimately we probably would have chosen to go back and buy one mattress that was maybe 6 to 8 inches instead of having 2 pieces, and factoring that height into our bed platform height when we were building it, so that we wouldn't be, you know, knocking our heads onto the ceiling. Now, speaking of the ceiling and the walls here, we actually used what's called nickel gap shiplap. That's a hard one to say. Try to say it 5 times fast. Nickel gap shiplap. And the reason I call it that is because I think those gaps are like the size of like a nickel if you were to stick it in there. But anyway, we finished everything with that. We painted it white. We wanted to keep it really light and bright and airy. And we found it was actually easier to work with, even though there was a lot of cuts that we had to do, than say something that came in a 4x8 sheet, just because we could custom cut every single one. So you'll see over by the door there's some really custom cuts to fit the specific shape of that sliding door.
So back here on the back of the bedroom area, we have USB outlets on both sides, and we actually have a 12-volt outlet on Becky's side so she can plug in a heated blanket when she's in here. We also ended up going with a 12x20 window on the side. We wanted to get longer ones like bunk windows, but they were out of stock. We ended up going with these more square ones, and we actually really like them. It's nice to be able to look outside, and with the fan running, being able to individually control how much airflow you get on your own side of the bed is a huge bonus. We also have, I have my little fan over here because I run a little bit hotter than Becky does. And moving down over here, we also have a carbon monoxide alarm. I think safety features like that are overlooked in vans a little bit too much. We also actually have a smoke detector on the ceiling over in the kitchen and a propane detector on the floor at the base of the couch. And over here, we have a weather station. I could push this to turn it on. It just shows it has an outside and an inside temperature and humidity sensor, and it was just nice to have. It was nice to be able to know what the inside temperature was, and even when we went to places like Death Valley, seeing the temperature say 124 degrees was pretty cool too.
Click here to watch the full van tour. We're also uploading our van build series showing how we built out this van for just $8,000. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when a new video drops.